Hey, what's up? It's Chris Mullen. You're watching Bay Area Sports Rap. Don't catch podcast-itis. It's spreading like crazy.
Ty, I'll start off with a fun one here. Luke Cunnin says he remembers the 2 fights against you. Did you guys have a laugh about that when you guys first joined up together here on the field?
Yeah, we had a good laugh. If I remember correctly, I think Dutchie from Dallas put us in touch because they played together in Nash and brought it up. We had a good laugh about it. And we talked about it today when we played each other, just joking around. So, yeah, it's funny.
What's it been like just, coming here, obviously, a newer opportunity for you, former first-round pick, just maybe didn't quite work out in Dallas. Just this opportunity here, a lot of fresh faces, new head coach. What is your impressions of the Sharks organization been through 3 days of camp?
It's been great, yeah. It's super professional, a lot of passion, excitement around this team and where we're heading. So first impressions have been great. It's high energy, high compete, a lot of fun, a lot of work. I really thought it's been a good 3 first days of camp.
A couple guys have said, some more veterans have said that this is the hardest camp they've been a part of. We're not sure if it was their career. Some of them said of their career. Some of them, they just said it's some of the hardest. For yourself, Pete DeBoer in Dallas and Rick Bowness there too. I mean, how would you compare other training camps with Dallas compared to here?
Yeah, in all honesty, it's been harder than camps I've had in Dallas. A ton of pace, high pace, a lot of skating. It's been good. Partially different types of teams. I've been on a lot of older teams with a lot of guys getting up there. So it's different of what bodies can handle and whatnot. So I think, with a younger team, a lot of young guys, it's been great. A lot of pace, high energy. It's been a lot different.
Do you like that difference? I mean, that's something that maybe kind of goes underrated. A guy who comes in, to an older team trying to break in. Now you got all these young guys. What does it do to the hockey mentality for yourself in a situation like this?
Yeah, it's been 3 days. Still feeling it out a little bit. Still trying to get my bearings and the city, the room, the team. So. I'll let you know in a bit, but it's been good. It's a different buzz around the rink. You're not so much following, these veteran Hall of Famers or, guys that have played forever and ever, but there's a different type of buzz, around these young guys and excitement about where we're going and where we're trying to get to. So, yeah, it's been good.
So you let me know in a few days. You get pretty good answers, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, to kind of piggyback off what Max asked, this is not only a clean slate for you, but it's a clean slate really for this team as well, a new coach, helps up and young coming talent. Do you find it is easier to have that situation where it's a clean slate for not just you personally, but the team as well that you're coming into?
Yeah. It's... you need situations like this. I think every so often in your career. I needed it in my career, hence why they traded me from Dallas. So it's a fresh start for me personally and for the group to establish new habits and a winning mentality. So there's a lot of work that needs to go into that, both for me personally and for the group to break some of those habits and break through that threshold. But that's exciting times for everybody.
Are you kind of nice and settled into San Jose at this point?
Yeah, settled in. Been here for a couple weeks now. Guys have been good about welcoming me and starting to know my way slightly around the city.
One of the things that's been said so far is having that competitive mentality, but not just on the ice, but everywhere, like ping pong or whatever. Yeah. Have you seen that so far? Like, what are some of the things that just people have been competitive about?
Yeah. Off the ice, not so much yet. I'm sure that'll come, as the group gets, more established and doing things within the team or within the group. On the ice, it's been great. We played a 3-on-3 little scrimmage with our group at the end of yesterday, and the losing team had a pretty good skate afterwards. So, you don't want to be on that losing side of the game and have to skate. So that's little things where you're fighting for, the extra goal to win that little game.
Are you surprised how big, I don't know how much you've heard the name since you've been here, but obviously Joe Pavelski, right? Yeah. Sharks legend. Are you just, when walking around here, obviously you play with him, are you just surprised, did people talk to you about him? People ask you, well, obviously we're asking you about him, but yeah. But just, are you surprised with just his impact here?
Am I surprised? No. I mean, I know what he did here, and having being with him for 4 years in Dallas, and become pretty good friends with him. You see what the impact he's left, not only here in Dallas, but just on the game, and I guess especially here. So throughout those years, I had a lot of guys here that created a winning environment and a high standard. So he left his impact. I texted him the other day and said, "I'm sick of seeing your face all over the room." Just kind of joking around, but no, he's earned that in every way.
Are you seeing just posters of him? Or
Yeah, in our room, there's a lot of pictures of him on the wall and whatnot.
I know we asked you about this a couple months ago when we talked to you via Zoom, but what pointers has he given you about the area kind of since then, since you talk with him regularly or whatever?
Not a ton about the area. He more put me in touch with people that are here currently and could help me find a place and show me around, that kind of stuff.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Curtis from the Mercury News. I'm sure you're asked about Luke Cunnin already, is that right?
Yeah, they asked me.
Had to. It was his research. I can't take credit for it, but he's the one about it.
Yeah. You guys are you guys aren't heavyweights or anything like that, but is it important to sort of, if you see some guys taking liberties or whatever, so that you have these type of guys that can, step in and back up a teammate, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we've played each other for a few years, and I've always liked his game. I don't know his game a ton, but I would say I guess we play pretty similar style games, and that's just two guys competing and got on the wrong side of each other. So no harm done. He's been a great guy so far, and been really welcoming, and we had a good laugh about it.
There's a lot of talk, coming into San Jose last couple of years, maybe some players felt that it was too easy for some opponents. Does that have to change this year with you guys, like just making it a tougher place to play?
Yeah, just like physically or just in all areas?
Yeah, just in all areas. Just that when teams leave San Jose, they say they know they're in a game.
Yeah, there's I think you have to be like that, whether that be competing or physicality, or just know that it's not going to be a breeze when you walk in here or an easy 2 points. So, I can think of numerous teams or places you play on the road where before the game starts, going in there, it's going to be a tough night, no matter if they're at the top of the league or wherever they are. So I think that's important to have more of that you're going to have to fight for every inch, when you come here.
Your number is a 53. That's
Yeah.
a little unusual. Any story behind that?
Yeah, I wore it my whole life. I had a cousin used to race go-karts and passed away when I was young. So he raced with 53, and I have another cousin who currently still races snowmobiles, wears 53, and it's kind of a number in our family. And another cousin who has cerebral palsy and made it to play on his high school football team, and he got on the field and wore 53. So there's a lot of our family that have used it, and it's pretty meaningful.
Luke is a kind of an agitated type, but he doesn't take dumb penalties. When he's an agitator, so do you kind of follow your game in that way as well? Do you consider yourself an agitator on the ice when you're on there?
Yeah, I think I need to get back to it a little bit. I think for whatever reason, lost a bit of that in my game that I've always had, especially when I was younger, playing junior and in different leagues. So it's something, I want to get back a little bit more of an edge, whether that be getting under people's skin, but being smart or just being hard to play against. So I'm looking forward to bringing that back.
Hockeyfights.com, you do the research for the fights. You can vote on who won the fights. Both of your bouts with Luke, Hockeyfights.com voters had you winning. Do you agree that you were the victor?
I'm looking forward to telling them that after.
Well, there were just like 11 votes or whatever. But
Yeah.
Hey,
so it could have
wins a
been
win.
stuffed by
Wins
your
a win.
family, but
If I remember correctly, both the fights weren't much of anything. So I think they were maybe the first one was 7 seconds, and the second one, I think one of us fell, and it was 4 seconds. So I don't know how you could vote a winner there.
Still won.
Hi fans, A's broadcaster Ken Korak for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.